Hi everyone! So today we will focus on something a little bit different. Instead of sewing, I am going to talk about something that is so small, so minute, and at times may seem completely insignificant, which is actually pins. Pins, lots and lots of different pins. I do not have all of the varieties out there, but I do have some, and I would love to talk about them because you've got simple pins, you've got safety pins, and you've even got pins intended for knit materials. So let's talk about them in greater detail. Coffee. So what pins are for actually? So instead of basting, some people like to, pin things down to hold them in place. And the interesting thing that I discovered was that, pins have their purpose as well. They benefit certain materials better than the others. And that's why it might help, in your next sewing project to actually know what kind of pins you need for, successful pinning and successful sewing projects. So let's dive right in. The very first type of pin is the so-called straight pins in brass, steel, or stainless steel. They're usually up to 2.6 centimeter long, and let's see if I have just any of these here to show you. Here's an old ruler. Okay, so this one is not really 3 centimeters long, but it's almost 3 centimeters long. So it kind of is the so-called straight pin. I think it's in stainless steel. But I also see it's becoming dirty, so it might not be the highest quality steel that I own. Then I have this one is 2.6 centimeters. So this is a pretty standard straight pin, which is used for general sewing. So if you need general pins, you can pick up a few of these. I'm not a huge fan of them, but having different types of pins in your pin cushion never hurt anybody. So let's pin all of these. Okay, this one is 2.5 centimeters long. Okay, this might actually be a different kind of pin. Let me quickly check if it's super short. If it's 2.5 centimeters long, it's for pinning delicate fabrics in the seam allowance. So, so if this is 3 centimeters, this is for general use. The longer ones are for general use, and I know my mom uses them extensively. I think they've become magnetic because of this magnetic plate. And these, if it's 2.5, it's 2.5, so it's for pleating, making pleats basically, and you insert them in the seam allowance, not in the material itself, because if we had the material, so let's imagine that this fold is the seam allowance, you would need to, oh gosh, they're thick. Yeah, basically, and it would hold nicely. Good. I have several different fabrics, and I'll show you how these pins work on each of them separately. Okay, so these are the regular and the pleating pins that I have, and I do have a few of them. I do. But I'm not sure if they're actually good for delicate materials because they seem, pretty sturdy to me, like little nails and not pins. And this one is hefty. And we have another one of this kind and a tiny one probably for pleats. Okay. Yeah, and this is a good exercise for me to finally sort my pins as well. This one is super tiny and delicate. I guess could be for pleating as well. So let's put it in this area on the pin cushion. That I actually made it myself. Yeah. during my sewing courses. Oh man, I have a lot of these. Eesh, what is this fluff? Yeah, it's a, you know, an exercise for me to check what kind of pins I have. These magnetic plates are great for, you know, when you want to take the pins out and place them somewhere conveniently, but to taking them out of this bowl represents some challenges, and you know, a pin cushion is much more convenient for me. That's why I decided to return them all back to the cushion. Man, and look at this little guy has a friend over here. Yay! I do have quite a few of these. Why? I do not remember. Do not remember them at all. Ugh, this one is probably too rusty to be used. I'm not sure if I should keep it. Or maybe I should soak it in, I don't know, like vinegar water solution to take the rust off. But yeah, I'm not willing to take that risk, so I'll simply remove it. And I do have a few simple needles here as well, although they also are classified into different types of needles. The sharps, the cronels, I think. I actually had found a book, an illustrated guide on sewing, and that's how I know. That's how I found out about the, you know, different types of pins and their many uses. And you know, because on YouTube I see many of the YouTubers like to use the largest pins, and I think they're most convenient because they grasp a larger part of the material. But you know, for seamstresses, I think they use smaller ones because they allow for a more precise you secure the material basically more precisely. I think this is a good thing, especially for, you know, more delicate sewing projects. Yeah, this looks like a tiny hedgehog. Hedgehog. Oh no, ballpoint. Nope. And this is a simple, I think this is called a simple needle. I might do a video about them as well, about the different kinds of needles. Oh wow, I have quite a few of them here. Yes, so these man, there are many of these here. Wow. And I don't really remember using them much because they don't seem as great for, you know, more delicate materials. So that's why I'm not a huge fan of them. So I guess it's better if I store them here away from my projects. Yeah, 3 centimeters. Okay. Oh, yep. Still have quite a few. Yeah, and this is a good way to. Okay, this is broken. A good exercise in, you know, tidying up my sewing stuff, because over time it tends to accumulate, just like other stuff, you know, just like other things. Things find their way into your home and tend to stay for the long haul. So yeah, see, these seem quite fatty. Quite hefty. So I guess these would be better for, I don't know, thicker materials, I guess. So it would match their thickness. Nope. Yeah, I'm still gathering the sturdy ones because there's so many. I had no idea I had so many of them. Yeah, so this is a good... It's a good thing that I decided to look through them. This one looks rusty as well. Rusty and... Okay... Almost a quarter of a cushion is filled with these only. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And it's not the last of them. It's not... I see at least 3 more. Go away, dust. This one, how big is this? Because, you know, when you choose pins, you want delicate. Actually, you want more delicate pins, especially if the material is not, if the fabric itself is not too thick. You want more delicate ones so that it, you know, so that the material itself is not damaged while you prepare it for sewing. It's because that's why they make such a wide variety of different pins. And I still have them. Wow, this is amazing. And lots of plain needles, because it's very convenient to drop them off into this magnetic bowl, because you don't have to be afraid of losing them anywhere or leaving them on a chair for when somebody sits down. That could hurt, you know, someone. So okay, still quite a few. So, you know, others might pop up. Okay, so we have our sturdy pins intended for either general use or for pleating. Now we have the quilting pins. Quilting. Wait, let me check the pronunciation. I would not want to get it wrong. Quilting. Next, we are going to talk about the, at least supposedly the ones that I have are quilting pins, 4.5 centimeters long. Usually, the ones that I have are, well, these are not 4 centimeters. They are shorter than 4 centimeters. So I guess they're either for general use or for smaller quilting projects. Their length is useful when, you know, dealing with heavier, sturdier materials. So these could be useful, although I've seen really large ones on YouTube as well. So yeah, I would use these for, I don't know, general projects, nothing too fancy. And if you're, you know, working with quilting, I guess you should get even longer ones, at least 4.5 centimeters. 4.5 centimeter long. Okay, let's try to arrange these by color. So this is the mint green color. Mint. Do I have any more mint? Yes, I do. Okay, others are like these very light blue ones. Baby blue. Another row for the baby blue ones. Baby blue. Yeah, it's just slightly different shades. Some of them are slightly darker. I'm not sure if you can see the difference. I remember I did this one exercise for designers where you had to discern whether the color is the same or not. And I was quite good at it. At, you know, telling whether it's the same color or not. Okay. And baby blue ones go, no, these should go here. And these are here. Let's arrange them nicely. And I have a few pink ones. I've suddenly found a huge appreciation. I suddenly started appreciating the color pink a lot. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm probably getting old, but I like it so much. It's so beautiful. And I have these darker pink pins as well. Yep. Let's place them in the cushion as well. Okay, we have the needles that I could cover in my next video, the pleating or general use pins, and the slightly longer ones. Well, not exactly the quilting ones, but close enough. They would need to be half a centimeter longer to be considered as to be called quilting pins. Okay, now the last category, and the most colorful one, may I say so, is the so-called ballpoint pins. Their length is not specified, but let's check their length. It's 3 centimeters, and they are intended to be used with knitted fabrics, so stretchy fabrics, and we can actually test them, how well they hold up, because I have this very stretchy fabric. Let's try and, I don't know, connect the two edges together, and they look so pretty. I don't know, when I got these, I just stared at them for so long because the colors are so beautiful. So yeah, these pins are intended for use with knitted fabric. So let's sort them by color. We have black, blue, red. Here we go. This thing gathers dust. Ew. Okay. Then these are kind of like, I think they have the ball point itself is made of glass. This could be plastic, I'm not sure. It looks yellowed over time because I think they've been made a while ago. My mom got them from a friend, and the box where the pins were stored said that they were made in Czechoslovakia, so that's a long time ago. And I even have a few transparent ones, transparent heads. See? Oh, spotted another one. You go here, sir. And you go here. Okay, I have a safety pin. So safety pins will have a different place in my sewing stuff box, so I'll just place them there later. Transparent ones look nice. Or this, it might not necessarily be glass, it could simply be resin. That's composite resin that looks like glass. So yeah. Whoop. Whoop. You go here, sir. You go here. Keep him in line. Or not, Up to you to decide how you want them. How you want them to depends on your preference on how you want them to be stored. Okay, any more? Yeah, a few of these. Okay, the darker colors. Cherry, we have cherries. Cherry red or burgundy, whichever way you prefer it. Burgundy here. Okay, then the blue one. It's down here. Super bright fire engine red. Again, go here. And here. Dun, 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 dun. Going to start to place the other colors elsewhere. So I need more space. The blue ones can go here. Blue, blue, electric blue. That's the color of my room. Yes, thank you to David Bowie for popularizing electric blue. Blue, blue. I read in a book somewhere that David Bowie was not the best, would not have made the best interior designer because, you know, electric blue on the walls in a room. I guess, of course, it depends on your taste, but I think electric blue may be a bit harsh, and I found that very funny. I think the book was called How to Build a Girl by Caitlin Moore, and a fantastic read. I laughed out loud, you know, reading the book to myself. Okay, this is kind of purple-ish, lilac-y, lilac-y color. Okay, green. I have this wonderful bright green. Oh, and one guy slipped away. Okay, I have these amber ones as well. Yeah, it looks pretty pleasing to the eye once they're arranged by color. Oh, I have a really tiny needle. Go here, Miss Needle. And the green is slightly different shades. This one looks a bit more matte. Could be that it's made from plastic, glass, like the other ones. But still, it's green, so it's accepted. Yeah, and I have bright yellow. Slightly more orangey yellow. I don't know, I find these colors so cheerful. Blowing away the dust. Last sorted these little guys. Okay, another sturdy one. There's some crossover happening. Ta-da! I'll probably throw this weird former pin thingy away. Yeah, and by the way, this bowl is used for car screws and nails. So yeah, but it's good enough and tiny enough for pins. Yay, pins! Hey, Mr. Hedgehog. What sort are you? Hey, Mr. Hedgehog. We finally got you sorted.